That talks about why we're here today. That talks about the fact that we have a potential merger, huge merger, perhaps the biggest media merger in the history of this country, with the potential to deal with this economic exclusion that we all can agree to. There's no way that anybody can sit here and think it's all right for there to be one African-American owned network, in essence, by Comcast. You just can't. So, when I was contacted after I got involved in this, I got a call from somebody at Comcast, and they said, "What do you want?" I certainly didn't know enough about the industry to start to talk about what the response should be, but I started to think about it, and I said, well, one of the things we've discovered is that the programming is such that blacks are really excluded from having the kinds of shows and programming that Mr. Paz alluded to or talked about. So I started to talk, well, why don't you do this? I know all of these directors and producers that are African American and Latino. Why don't you set up a situation where at least they can come and present their treatments, and you have credible people inside the industry who would listen and say, well, here's some good stuff. And I wanted to do that because NBC in the hearing had said, we just can't find any good product. We can't find any good programming. We had Jeff Zucker in front of our committee. I said, well, let me help you find some good programming. But the fact of the matter is this. Not only do we have the systematic exclusion, and now we have an opportunity to do something about it, we have to make this work, or the Brandeis study will continue to be worse. So when they called me and asked me what I wanted, I started to talk about doing that kind of thing, and the representative said, no, I'm talking about what do you want?